All 6 installed. And they're off. Missing the break by a length or so, White Birch to the grey. And this is the P.W. McGrath Memorial Ballysax Stakes, Group 3 over a mile and a quarter. And it is a serious challenge. The leader, the end of the first furlong from Mohawk Chief, disputing the third place. Denmark, the white cap on the inside of the favourite Alexandroupolis with the final couple. The maiden up and under, and White Birch. Continuing down the far side with a mile to go. And striding on by 2.5 lengths, serious challenge and Rory Cleary to lead Mohawk Chief and Shamey Heffernan. Just nosing the third, Alexandroupolis, Ryan Moore on the outside of Denmark and Wayne Lorton, and then up and under. Mikey Sheehy with the back marker, White Birch and Shane Foley. Little changes from first to last, with 6.5 furlongs to go. And opening up, a good 4-length advantage, serious challenge, followed by the stable companions, Mohawk Chief, Alexandroupolis and Denmark with the final couple, under 6 to go, up and under, and White Birch. Soon to come out of the back straight in the Group 3 P.W. McGrath Memorial Ballysax Stakes. In the lead is Serious Challenge, but not so far in front of Mohawk Chief. Alexandroupolis in third and fourth is Denmark, and then up and under, and White Birch. Just over half a mile to go. Still very few changes in the order of running. It's Serious Challenge, re-establishing good 4-length advantage. Pushed along in second place is Mohawk Chief. Alexandroupolis clear running third. Denmark nudged along on the inside of up and under with White Birch, 6th of the 6 with 3 furlongs to go. Out in front by 5 lengths. Running the home turn is Serious Challenge from Mohawk Chief. Alexandroupolis in third. Is gaining on the second, and then up and under. Denmark has now one behind White Birch as they swing in for the final 2 furlongs, and it's still Serious Challenge out in front of Alexandroupolis, who picks up the chase, then Mohawk Chief up and under. Denmark and White Birch from last is gaining on the outside. Racing to the final furlong, Serious Challenge is run down by White Birch up and under, and Alexandroupolis in the centre. White Birch on the near side from last to first. On the inside, up and under the maiden, it's these two going to the line, up and under. White Birch on the near side. White Birch steps up big time in the P.W. McGrath Memorial Ballysax Stakes, beating up and under Alexandroupolis in third.
Well, great excitement here at Leopardstown. White Birch at 22-1 has won the Ballysax Stakes for trainer John Murphy. His son and assistant George joins us now. George, I can tell just how excited you are still about what you've just seen. There's the heart kind of settled down a touch now.
Yeah. No, we're delighted with that. We're very excited coming into today. We always thought he could be a very serious horse. His work had been super coming into today, and he was clearly very impressive in his maiden in Dundalk. So we're delighted that he's done what we had hoped he could do, and I think there could be quite a bit more to come as well. He's a big engine.
I've no doubt there would have been a lot of interest in the horse after what he did at Dundalk. How keen were you to keep hold of him, and how much of a vote of confidence that the horse stayed with you when he was sold?
Look, I couldn't thank the owners enough for keeping him with us, and as you said, for having the confidence to keep him here with us. Look, we loved him, and I was very, very keen, obviously, to try and keep him in the yard if we could. And I'm just delighted, and as I said, I couldn't thank the owners enough for keeping him with us.
Coming into today, George, you only had poly-track experience on the track, and you did take out a few of your runners because of the ground. Were you confident he'd go through it?
Well, he had actually, his first run in Naas was on heavy ground.
Beg your pardon.
Yeah, he'd run in Naas, and he had a lovely run, very green in Naas, first time out over a mile, finished out strong. So we were confident that he'd get through it, and good ones seem to be able to do it on anything, don't they?
Absolutely, and he doesn't have any fancy entries as things stand. I'm sure that's going to change. Where would you like to go with him?
I'd imagine so. Look, we'll chat to the owners and make a plan from there. We'll have to go back and have a proper chat and make a plan. Today we with the pace he showed in Dundalk, we weren't 100% whether he'd get the mile and a quarter, which he's clearly got very well there. So I think he's a lot of options, and I don't think you'd be too worried going anywhere with him now. He looks fairly serious.
And this is often a stepping stone to Epsom. Is that something that would really excite you? Do you think he had the attributes to go around there?
Look, he's a very well balanced horse. He moves very well. So I wouldn't be worried about going there anyway. But as I said, it's a case of chatting to the owners and making a plan from there. And I'm sure he'll have some big entries in the future anyway.
The sky looks to be the limit. I mean, presumably you feel this is potentially the best horse you've ever had, is he?
Look, I think so. I think he could be. I think he could be. I think he was. We always thought that, but you never know till you take on the company like this. And I think it looked a very, very good race. And I think it will prove to be in the future. And hopefully he can keep progressing and do very well.
Well, that's a great win for all concerned. Congratulations again, George. We'll let you go and get your trophy. Appreciate
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.